We're expecting to get our first really decent rainfall, but there are things I want to get done before the rain falls. That's not good. All right, welcome y'all. You are watching the Green Dream Project. Jim here. Now, if you're new to the channel, my wife and I were building off-grid here in the Arizona desert. We're building our own earth bag home. And if you caught the last video, you know we got the wire run from our solar shed over to our home. So we're making real good progress. Now today we are expecting quite a bit of a storm. We're expecting to get our first really decent rainfall today. Could be any minute now, but there are things I want to get done before the rain falls. A while ago, our plastic ripped that we had over the root cellar. I got new plastic. I'm gonna put it over there. The rains are coming. You can see it's super cloudy. So I want to get prepared. I want to protect this OSB. I want to protect the underground portion from getting too much water down there. So hopefully we'll be well protected. I'll just get that plastic over there. Hopefully it won't take too long and we'll be ready for when the rain comes. All right, so I got the plastic over it. Now I'm just gonna fasten some boards down to kind of just hold the plastic, keep it from like flapping around in the wind. All right, we're looking real good. I'll throw some rocks on these corners just to keep it from pulling up, but I think I'm all set here. So the last time I checked our poly tanks, we still have quite a bit of water in here. I think between the two together, probably about 3,000 gallons. Now it's probably a little bit lower. I'm sure we used some water since then, but I am going to pump water and make sure the trailer is full. And I'm actually going to pump water into one of the IBC totes and get that to almost full. With the amount of water in these tanks, as soon as we start getting rain, these things are going to be filled up almost immediately. It's okay because any of the excess overflow will fall into the cistern, so it won't go to waste. But we really can't use this quite yet, so might as well get the water into usable areas and it'll just be better for us. So first I'll pump some water into the trailer, make sure this thing is full. Now a lot of people ask about our filtering system. And I actually use a couple of filters before it even gets into the trailer. And one is this inline filter right here, which is fantastic. The other is actually attached to it. It's actually a pre-filter before it even gets to this. And with this one, it's washable. So it's completely reusable. You can take it apart, clean it up, and that saves the life on these, so it can extend the life on the inline filter. And it's been working out pretty good for us. Makes this real easy. We got our utility pump. Now to just keep an eye on those water levels. Oh, wow. Oops. Okay, so now it'd be at this point where I'd go shut the water off, take this out, but I still got more pumping to do. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to remove these filters and start pumping into this IBC tote over by the trailer. Now a while ago, we picked up a refrigerator because the fridge inside the RV just died. This has been really great for us. A little inconvenient because we got to go outside when we want to get something from the refrigerator, but it's nice having a full-size fridge. But to kind of protect it from the elements, make sure that it doesn't get wet, I built a little roof over the refrigerator. So to protect it, but then also we can get a little bit of rain from it, a little bit of water. Any surface, got to collect that water off of. But still, it's not going to be probably enough to fill up this IBC tote. So I'm going to put a bunch of water in here, maybe a couple 100 gallons, and then we'll let the rain fill up the rest. The gutter actually makes a really nice thing because I don't have to get the hose all the way over to the IBC tote. What I'll do is I'll just pump the water into the gutter and then I'll let the water flow from there into the IBC tote. And I'd rather not hold the hose while I pump in 200 gallons of water. I had this clamp, but I might not need it. Just kind of put it underneath one of the gutter hangers and it might hold it in place. We'll see. Let's start pumping. Looks like this just might work, y'all. Let's check this out. Hey Jess, check this out. The system I have is working pretty good. Look at it. Check out my system.
Oh.
I just got it hooked up onto one of the gutter hangers. But it works, right? Water's going into the gutter and then going into the IBC tote.
Very clever.
I gotta get a win every now and then. Pumping over 200 gallons, it's probably gonna take a while to fill, but gotta do it. Gotta get that water, y'all. I used this pump so we could get water to spray down the table for our plaster tests. But if we do get rain, I don't know if it'll mess up the pump. I'm going to shut down the IBC tote and put this pump somewhere safe. I'm kind of interested to see where the water level is in the poly tanks before the rain comes. All right, let's just take a quick peek, see where we're at. So it looks to me like we're around the 1,400 gallon mark. So right around 2,800 gallons between the two tanks. Another thing I wanted to do before the monsoon rains hit is get this pipe fixed into place. Because the way it is right now, if the winds become very strong, it could shift this out of position, and I don't want that when the rains come. So I have a U-bolt I'm gonna throw in here, and that should keep things nice and secure. I have a little wood block here that I use to prop this up a bit so that it's right under the spout. It just needs a little bit of support. Don't we all sometimes? I picked this up a long time ago, hoping to get it installed, but I just didn't get around to it. And we're all installed. It's nice having one of those projects that you've been putting off for a while and you get that done. Now if we get some rain tonight, we'll be all set to collect some water. Well, y'all, this could be it. I don't want to get too excited, but I mean, look at this. I wasn't too sure if a storm was going to roll in, but it looks like it's rolling in. Hard and fast. I'm seeing storm clouds to the east of us, and it's definitely to the south of us. And I think it's headed this way. Woo! The winds are picking up, y'all. This could be a doozy. I'm excited. I'm excited. Whether you're gonna get to see any footage of this, I don't know. But you'll definitely get to see some aftermath. Good morning, y'all. Of course, those rains did come, but they came at night. Looks like we had quite the decent storm. Everything is definitely wet out here. Not too muddy, but definitely soaked. So let's check the rain gauge and see what we got last night. Oh, check this out, y'all. 0.3 inches. 3/10 of an inch of rain. That's not bad. I'll take it. It's our first really decent rain of the monsoon. It's supposed to be quite the monsoon season, and it's off to a good start. Let's check around at the IBC totes and the poly tanks, and let's see where we're at. Oh yeah, you remember that IBC tote? I got the pipe installed over there, and we got quite a bit of water in here. This one was almost empty, and now we got almost 50 gallons in there, so that is fantastic. Really good to see. Now let's head over to the hacienda, where we got the 2 IBC totes attached. It's chilly this morning, but that's the great thing about the rains, is that when they do come, they really tend to cool things off down here. So it was like really hot right before the rains came, and now that they have come, I mean, clouds in the sky, it's cooled the temperatures off, and it is just, it's perfect out here. And man, I love these clouds over by the mountains in the distance over here. I love it. Okay, now let's check out these IBC totes over here. Probably got some in there, but you know, I guess if it's 50 gallons in that smaller tote by the shed, the water in here is split up into 2 IBC totes, so it's probably not noticeable. But I'm definitely grateful for having a little bit more in here. And Crew's excited too. You excited about the rain? Girl, you excited about the rain? Alright, he probably wants his walk, so I won't keep this guy waiting any longer. Oh. See, he's got tired of waiting. Crew, you ready for a walk? So yesterday I think I said we were just under the 1,400 gallon mark. Now we're just under the 1,600 gallon mark. So maybe approximately 400 gallons between the two poly tanks. We've been getting a lot of comments and concerns about how well the dome would hold up once the monsoon rains come. And I am happy to report that everything is looking really good. There are some areas where there's some bag exposed, I think, like right over here, but that was like that beforehand. That didn't happen from the rain. Just walking around here, everything's looking tip-top. I think the worst I've seen is over on the other side. You can see areas where the water has run down off the platforms, but everything is held up really well. I am pleased. Everything I'm seeing, everything looks to be in order. And the top of the dome, where you think it would get hit the hardest, looks fine. And I think that's really owed to how well Jess really cobbed the top of that. Let's see about the inside of the dome. You know, it's not finished yet. There could possibly be some leaks still. I feel like we took care of that before, but you never know. So let's go check that out and see if any rain got in through the door. There's a big gap here by the door, but not too much water got in. Everything is looking really good on the inside here. I am noticing actually a couple of spots. And I know exactly where that's coming from. It's still coming from those vent pipes up at the top. But we are aware of that, and we are going to get that fixed so that when it does rain, there won't be any rain coming in through those pipes. Actually, this is the only spot I really see. And it's not too much water, but more water than you want to see dripping into a house. So the dome is looking really good, y'all. Also, all these big clumps of dirt in the trench, hopefully that will melt with all the monsoon rain, so it's not a big scar in the ground. Look where I'm at again, back at the Home Depot. I feel like I live here, but I'm picking up some materials for something special, so very excited. In the meantime, I'm gonna return this conduit I don't need. A little left over from the electrical. Might as well, right? We got a doozy of a store! I wonder if it's ready like this back at home. So we passed through that little rainstorm. That was a gusher, eh?
Oh yeah, it was a little scary because it was coming down so hard.
Any guesses how much we got back at home? We must have gotten something, right?
I'm hoping.
What do you think? What do you think we got?
Maybe another 10th of a minute.
I'm gonna go with 2/10 of an inch.
Oh.
I'm gonna see your 10th and raise you a 10th.
What do you think?
Chris says he just wants to get back home. This was a long trip.
I'm ready to get back home too.
We don't like being gone for too long. We don't like leaving at all. We're homebodies. We're headed back. We're almost back home. It definitely rained out this way. Everything is soaked.
But how much?
At least 0.2 inches.
We'll see.
All right, Jess, should I check the water level? Are you gonna come check out with me, or do you trust me?
I trust you, but I'm gonna check it with you.
You trust but verify?
Yeah.
What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Man, it's amazing. Looks amazing out here. According to this, it doesn't look like we got much at all. That's barely anything. Well, I mean, we got a little bit. I mean, there's a little bit of water in there, but not even 1/10 of an inch. Ah! Anyway, you gotta check this out. I mean, we could still be getting more rain though. Woo! Look at that, look at that. All right, what's a rain video without some rain footage? It's coming down, y'all. Oh, this is exciting. Check it out, y'all. Oh, this is what we live for in the desert, I'm telling you. It's a celebration every time it rains. It's amazing. I guess this is crazy. It looks like the poly tanks are overflowing already. That's nuts. So with that rainfall yesterday, man, I'm crazy excited. Come along, let's check out how much rain did we get last night. Oh my goodness. Slightly over 0.2 inches.
I might say it's closer to 0.3, like if you hold it straight.
Was I not holding it straight? Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, you know, now that I see it. Yeah, what do you think? 0.3?
I think so.
Whoa. Didn't we get that last time?
Yep.
So over a 1/2 inch of rain so far. Nice. All right, dump this.
Dump it.
Dump it. Let's check everything. Let's check the poly tanks real quick. Full would be about, I think, about 2,000 gallons. Or maybe a little over. It is a little bit of a surprise. We were getting backflow through that pipe, but we are not full here.
Oh.
So I'll have to double check on what caused that. Yeah, we are just a little over 1,600, so we got a little bit more water, but now I'm curious why all that backflow. I'll have to double check on what caused that. That's not good.
At least it's still getting stored, just not in the place we were expecting.
Yeah, we still collected that water, but yeah, exactly. And the totes are getting filled up. I think this was just over 50 gallons before. Now it's probably at probably got another 10 gallons in there or something like that, 60 gallons. This is gonna be great for building. Last thing to check on is the hacienda tanks. I think I could see it. Does that look like? Can you confirm? Is that a water level?
Yes, looks like it.
So we're probably at over 100 gallons between the two. Getting water in the IBCs is just the beginning. Hopefully we'll have these overflowing soon. So yeah, we had this uncovered through a lot of the rains, right?
Yeah, last night.
And the plaster's looking really good. Looks fine, looks good. Nice, look at this. The rain's coming down again, y'all. Now the thing is, the tanks, they're not getting the full amount of water. And the issue is, I knew about it before, but this pipe is likely to sag. I meant to get more braces along here, but I never did that. So I'm gonna have to get some braces under there and raise up that pipe a little bit so that's just a little bit above the inlet of the tanks. Then we'll be getting that water again. We'll be getting all that water. I meant to do it before the next rain, but I got a little busy. I got to get on that. So with that rain the other day, I got all excited when we started getting all that overflow off from that pipe. I was thinking, man, are our tanks full already? And then imagine my disappointment when they weren't. I knew that there needs to be more supports in there and that needs to be lifted up. But right now that pipe is a little lower than the inlet of the tank. So in order for this water to make it all the way through on a full burst, that outlet there needs to be a little higher than that inlet, which it was when I put it in. So I have to make some more braces. It's probably something I should have done a long time ago. Got put off to the side. Now monsoons are here, and then I'm always doing something to kind of shore up our stuff for the monsoon. So I got to get some braces cut, and I'll get those underneath there, and I think we should be a lot better. And when the rains do come again, we're going to be ready to get all of that in those tanks. But I mean, again, nothing was wasted here. So any of that water that's coming out of that outlet there, it's going to go into the cistern. So any of that water went in there. I think we might have some success, y'all. I think I want to get a support under this part of the pipe and maybe something over there. But definitely over here, that's way too long of a distance. I think that's going to be it for the pipes that go into the poly tanks. We'll see how that performs in the rain. Jess convinced me to take an umbrella this time, but so far it's looking really good. Water's going in the tanks rather than shooting out the top. We'll see if we get a heavier downpour, but I think it's working. It's working the way it should now. Well, it always seems like I'm doing some kind of scrambling around right at the start of the monsoons. But we're all set up now. I knew that pipe needed a bit more support. Probably should have done it out there sooner, but hey, better late than never.
And I suspect we'll be getting more rain in the coming month.
This is just the beginning, and it's been crazy. It's been raining pretty much at least almost a little bit each day, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, at least like a little drizzle or something.
And it's been cloudy, and man, the weather has just been perfect lately. So I'm excited. I mean, more water in the poly tanks, more water in the IBC totes, and probably more water in the cistern now. It's so awesome to get this water because we're about to start building again. Time to get back to work on the house, the outside of the house, now that we got a clear and present direction to how we're going to protect the outside of the house. I'm feeling like I'm ready to get back up there and get some work done on there. What do you think?
Yeah, me too. I'm excited to do it.
So what do we got coming up? We got a big surprise. I think that might be in the next video. I don't know. But we can't wait to show you guys what's been going on here. We got a new addition.
Yep.
Ooh, secrets.
Big changes.
Big changes. More electrical stuff on the way. Oh, we gotta get this dome powered up. Ah!
We're almost there.
Almost there. So close. We'll have power in the dome. I'm excited about that. So stick around. Stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss it. All right, y'all. We'll catch you in the next video. Meanwhile, we'll be over here celebrating all this rain. I love it.